Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 as the Pandya Empire now. We just formed the Empire title in the last episode, so we have a very fancy hat and the ability to give out vassal kingdoms if we wanted to, though I don't think that's necessary just yet. It also has given us de jure claims over all of the rest of Maharashtra's land, but we are going to keep expanding by inviting duchy claimants, and in fact we have our next such claimant already ensconced in this county up here with his strong claim ready to go whenever our truce expires, which is going to be not for a while, I think, 5 years or so, which is fine. We are pretty old, probably going to die quite soon. Our heir is an okay character, he has good martial at least, and it's just actually occurred to me that I have not been paying attention at all to my grandchildren. So my grandson, who I will probably be playing as after this character, is almost of age and is not a very good character himself. He's arbitrary and has a stutter. That's not his fault, I suppose. We can at least make sure he gets a good education since we noticed him just before he came of age. He's actually set to become Midas touched probably, so that's okay. Alright, I guess we'll just leave him alone then. So let's unpause and allow things to continue happening here. We probably can also look at expanding up in this direction now as well, if there are claimants to these duchies. Okay, let's have another try at hunting the Great White Tiger. If we don't get him this time, I'll probably just change my focus, since we've had this one for a while. Let's see. There are claimants to this duchy, but only weak claimants that will accept my invitation, so I think we'll try to plot to kill this guy if we can. Seems like we can't, okay. That's fine. How about this duchy over here? Again, it looks like probably just weak claimants. And I bet we won't be able to kill him either. In fact, we'd have to kill another person at least to get a regency in power there, so... we could possibly get to 100 here, though it would take a lot of bribes. I think we'll just leave it alone and stay at peace for a while. I will diplomatically refuse. Okay, we've gathered our followers and our hunting dogs and have saddled our horse and prepared our weapons. I still don't actually know whether it's even possible to capture the Great White Tiger, since I have never done it. You spend weeks in the wilderness searching for any trace of your prey, but to no avail. You find plenty of bugs, snakes, and riding sores, however. 20% chance of gaining stressed. We didn't. Okay, well, let's go ahead and change our focus. It has to be possible to catch him, right? They wouldn't put it in the game if it wasn't. Let's go for theology, I think. I haven't done that one for quite a while. Return to your court. The hunt for this elusive white beast seems fruitless, but there are many more things out there in the wilds. Maybe next time you'll catch your prey. Work has become boring, and the hours of the day drag on. You lose the trait diligent. That's unfortunate. It's a pretty good trait. So let's go ahead and cancel this plot since it doesn't seem to be happening, and we have a faction. A few factions, actually. Let's see what this guy is unhappy about. He doesn't like the succession law change. Have we given him a gift recently? No honorary titles available. That might do it though. We'll give him a gift too. Okay, this guy claims he would be a better chaplain guy than my other person. I'll just say no to that, since my current guy has landed. So we did get rid of a lot of the factions there. Still have a few dukes that are unhappy with me, but nobody that's too powerful. Well, this guy, this faction is about 46%, which is bigger than I'm comfortable with. So maybe we'll try and get her out of it. Going through our money pretty fast, but we shouldn't have to do too much more in the way of bribes. My wife has complained about me being absent so often, and so when I found that I had some extra gold to spend, I decided to buy her something nice. Maybe some sort of jewelry. So we can give her a bracelet for 5 gold, or a cameo for 10 gold, or just keep the gold. Yeah, we'll give her a cameo. She really doesn't like me. We have a plot to revoke a county from this guy. He has 2 counties. And a barony. 1 here and 1 here. Yeah, I think we'll actually do that. If we want to give out this duchy down here, which I think is these 5 counties, he'll end up having land he's not supposed to have, or a county that is supposed to be part of that duchy won't be part of it if we leave him with his 2 counties. So let's go ahead and do that plot. Okay, this is my grandson and eventual heir. He became a scholarly theologian. Ugh. That is not great at all. I wouldn't be too upset if he was to die. We may as well go ahead and get him married, though. And I think we should probably try to get somebody with strong or genius traits, if possible. Quick would be better than nothing. I suppose we'll have to go with quick then. I think there was a quick 15-year-old. Okay. Seems like we don't have enough backing for this plot. And she is of age already. Okay. Let's see. Nobody with a lot of plot power even. Oh, there's somebody else joining. I think we need 80% for this. Yeah. So it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get that. Okay, well, I'll just leave that plot there since we don't need to do any other plots at the moment. And if some people should happen to join, we'll get a pop-up about it. We got some free technology. You discovered a plot where somebody seeks to kill a prince. Let's see, known plots. Okay, where my grandson is seeking to kill somebody else. Okay. So he wants to kill my current heir, his father? I'm just going to allow him to do that. I actually don't mind if that happens. I mean, he's an okay character, but he's not too young himself, and I'd kind of rather inherit as a younger character, even if he is not as good. We'll see if he manages to do that. And in the meantime, we'll hold a Diwali feast. Let's invite all of our vassals, and yeah, I'll get my wife a jeweled necklace, since she probably still doesn't like me very much. Oh, it's because of all the bastards I've acknowledged. Only 2. Castle is decorated with flowers and colourful tapestries, carpets and ribbons. All the guests have arrived. There is a bustle of people, all eager and full of festive spirit. It's time for the feast to begin. Okay, traditional ceremony of gifts. She did fall in love with me, so that's good. You made this Raja happier. That's nice. Probably won't get him out of his faction, but that's okay. The darkest night of the Diwali is here, the most important night of the feast. Candles and lamps are lit everywhere. The guests stroll across the painted floor, wearing colourful dress. Rich and sweet food is served, and the drink is also plentiful. Rama and Lakshmi are honoured, celebrating the victory of light over darkness, good over evil, and hope over despair. Gain 30 karma. Feast is over. As the guests make their way home, you sit down and smile to yourself, pleased at how things turned out. Alright. Not sure if that actually does anything for our vassal opinion or anything. My wife is seeking to see me dead. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just let her do that as well. I'm pretty old, I'm probably going to die soon anyway, and if I die before my truce is up, then we can go to war again. Which I would be okay with. So let's not go into hiding. Gained more technology. Okay, you are going on a lengthy journey by closed carriage in Madurai together with some of your trusted bodyguards. As you travel down a steep slope overlooking a ravine, you notice that you have begun to pick up quite a bit of speed. Okay, so it seems she is pretty good at plotting. Actually, I should have known that from her 20 intrigue. This guy has founded a faction, alright. The speed of the carriage picks up even more as it hurtles down the slope. Looking through the rear window, you see a waving man holding the reins of 2 familiar-looking horses far behind on the road. Only when the carriage flies over the edge of the ravine do you realize who it was the man reminded you of. Your driver. Okay, so she succeeded in her plot and we have died. Well, that's fine. Died under suspicious circumstances at the age of 70. So, we are now Samrat Piramarayan of the Pandya Empire. So now if we are still the target of a plot by my son, I think I'm going to ask him to stop that. Okay. We have a position on our council open for a marshal. We'll appoint you. Have you train troops. And we probably have some pretty unhappy vassals, if I had to guess. Ooh, this guy especially. So a lot of these are going to desire the kingdom title, the Kingdom of Karnata, which is going to be giving them -20s. He's a title claimant. Actually, most of the especially unhappy ones are just because they're ambitious. She desires the kingdom. He desires the kingdom. Ambitious and desires the kingdom. So, you're going to have to take some steps to improve opinion here. One thing we can do is imprison and release a Raja. We have 2 to choose from. I think we'll go with this guy. I don't think it really makes too much of a difference. So where do you live? Over here. Unfortunately, I just placed my marshal, so I can't actually move him there to increase the arrest chance. So maybe we'll actually wait before we do that. For my character focus, I think we should probably pick carousing. The diplomacy bonus will be pretty good for us, and our vassal opinion. We have 3 children to give out, 2 guardians. Hopefully they will all be worth opinion to us. I should find out who my most powerful vassals are so I can focus on them first. So, Warangal, Nalambavadi, and Raikur Doab are the most pressing ones. You were one of those, so we'll give you there. My daughter. No, not marriage. Educate. Give her to that guy. And you can go to... yeah, I guess this guy. We have some amount of money. We aren't going to be able to afford to bribe all of our dukes, though. One relatively drastic option is to just give out the Karnata Kingdom title, which is somewhere in this area here. De jure, all of this land. It will get rid of several of these duke vassals. None of them are especially unhappy, though, except for this guy and this guy. So actually half of them are pretty unhappy. So that would take care of those 2, at least. Let's unpause for a little while here and see exactly how bad our factions are. Oh, we fulfill the ambition to gain a title, that's good. Okay, so he stopped his plot. This guy wants to marry my daughter. Sure. Okay, so nothing too scary happening just yet. 46% is getting a little worrying. Okay, and we had a count die, that's fine, we can appoint a new Chancellor. We'll appoint you, and we'll send you to improve opinion with somebody. Probably this guy. Oh, he's my Marshal. Okay, well, in that case, we'll just send our Chancellor to improve diplomatic relations in our capital. I think that will work. He'll have a chance of improving relations with our Marshal, though a pretty low chance, probably. As it stands though, it seems like our factions aren't going to be too big of a problem. If anything gets out of hand, we'll save our money to bribe people. But 45% is not going to fire anytime soon, so I think we're okay for now. And in fact, we're out of time for this episode, so let's leave it here. In the next episode, we'll probably go to war for this duchy up here. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and join me again then.